night's sleep, no road noise or anything like that, straight off to sleep. Brilliant. The next morning, up I got, and I thought, you know what, I stink. So what can I do about that? So I thought, you know what, let's find a leisure centre. So I went down to Falkirk, went to their swimming baths, paid £2.50 and had a wash. Wow, it was good. Right, the next day of the trip. I didn't even film hardly anything over the last couple of days, to be fair. I've not filmed as much as I should. I'm currently in a leisure centre, washing my clothes and washing myself. It cost me £2.50, which I thought was quite good, because I get to wash my clothes at the same time. So I've been to Tesco this morning, had a Tesco breakfast. I stayed in an abandoned, well, in like just outside an abandoned farmhouse last night. That were a bit freaky, but I was really tired, so I didn't really film very much for you. So today, I think I'm heading up to Inverness. So I'm in Falkirk at the moment, and I'm heading up to Inverness as far as I'm aware to do something I've got up there. It's about a 3-hour drive though, that's the only thing, but we'll see what we can see on the way up. Back out on the road again. I'd got my cheap t-shirt from Tesco because I was running out of clothes and I felt amazing. Right, I'm back in the car after having a beautiful wash. I feel so much better for it, I don't think you understand. So I'm now on my way to Inverness, and it's starting to brighten up again. So this morning when I first got up, it was very grey. There'd been a bit of rain through the night, but finally it's starting to brighten up. The sky's looking nice and blue, which is brilliant. I'm wearing my Tesco £5 t-shirt. I literally am running out of clothes. I've just washed 2 pairs of shorts in the shower, which are now drying on the front of the car. So I am living the life. I am living the life of a YouTuber. Right, anyway, I'm gonna go before I crash. Right, so we're just going past Stirling. We've got Stirling Castle up on the hill over there, and the William Wallace Monument in the distance over there as well. And the famous Battle of Bannockburn was down there. And I think I'm going to head to Perth before I go to Inverness. So then I thought I'd do something nice, but once again I didn't want to be rude with it. So I went to visit one of our subscribers, Edith, absolute legend, the shoe lady. She buys shoes from our shop like every 10 minutes. I swear she's got like the biggest world supply of like FindersBeepers merch ever. She's our highest purchasing customer ever. It's mad. It really, really is mad how much she buys. So I thought, you know what? She's lovely. She's a lovely lady. I'll go and visit her. So I popped up, went and saw her for like 10 minutes, but once again, didn't want to stick a camera in her face. Just had a bit of a chat. I've got a photograph which is here. And then I went off and headed off to Inverness. Right, I've just come through Aviemore. I don't know if I told you. I can't even remember if I told you. I stopped near Perth to see one of our subscribers who buys lots of shoes off us. I just thought I'd pop in and say hi, sign some of her shoes. I can't remember if I even told you that. I might have done. But now I'm up in Aviemore. This is where the skiing is. There's wolves up in the hills here. What else? They do all sorts of like activities with boats and things like that. It is pretty cool around here, but I'm rushing through to get to Inverness. I've not really filmed a great deal around here, purely because I just want to get on and get up there. It's like 25 to 6, and I just want to get there now. Right, I know I said I was rushing, but I had to stop in Carbridge. I love this bridge. I think it looks really good. It's like 17th century, or no, maybe 18th century. It's literally just at the side of a normal road. It's just brilliant. These kids have just been jumping straight off it into that water down there. So heading further north again, like I said, up to Inverness. It's about a 30-mile drive now, not too far to go. But I will be on that live stream later on. Hopefully. Oh, actually no, I might do it tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. So hopefully you will have watched that. Right, I am going. I don't feel like I've shown you very much other than being in the car for the last couple of trips. A couple of bits about. That's because I've just been in the car. Not really doing a great deal today, just travelling. So hopefully I'll have something more constructive to show you soon. Right, this is one of my favourite views in the world. Not really even for the scenery, which you would think, not that you can see half of it because my windscreen is that dirty. I've just been trying to clean it, got no hope of that. But this is the final descent down into Inverness, and I feel like I'm coming home when I go down this bit of road. I go down here every single year, and I just love it. I just feel happy when I'm coming down here, and it's beautiful as well. It's not just that, it's just that feeling of coming home. Now we're just going to head off to the bridge in the distance, well just before that, to where the Inverness ground is, football ground. I'm going to do a bit of filming for one of the videos this week over there while the sun is still shining, and then we'll crack on and get to our first location up here. So I didn't really film a great deal in Inverness. I did a little bit down next to the water. If I stand here, and then I went for some food. I had fish and chips again. I had it in Ayr and they had it there. I think I've become addicted to fish and chips while I was up there. It's just so good, to be fair. It's so nice. And then I was off into the middle of nowhere. What is wrong with me? Is there something gone wrong in my head? Into the middle of nowhere to film the video that was just absolutely freaky. Probably the scariest video I have ever been involved in, ever. Apart from one that's not come out yet, that you've not seen yet. But anyway, freaky. Right, so I kind of forgot to film in Inverness because I was so bothered about getting some food. I will put some photographs in now of the place, like what it's like. I love Inverness, it's such a good place. But I am now up in the middle of nowhere going towards a place called Bewley, and I'm heading towards what I've been told is an abandoned mansion. Now, I don't know, I've never heard of this place, never knew it existed, so I don't know how good it's going to be. If there's anything going to be... What's that on the side of the road? Look! Pine Moor. Oh my god, they are really rare. It's very rare to see a pine martin. That was brilliant. I'm so glad I managed to catch that on camera. This is why I try and film out the front sometimes, because it's worth seeing. I'm going to turn it back off again just in case anything else comes. But because it's this time of night and we are pretty much in the middle of nowhere, the likelihood of seeing something is quite high. So it could be deer. Let's put a full beam on as well. And I just noticed the eyes at the side of the road and I thought it was a badger at first, but then I thought that's far too small to be a badger. Pine martins are lovely, they're so nice. I think they're quite vicious, but they are really, really nice animals and you just don't see them very often. So pretty lucky to see that, to be fair. I think I've only ever seen 2 or 3 in my entire lifetime. So that was brilliant. I'm so glad we saw it. I'm hoping it's clear enough on here, because obviously it's not particularly massive. They're smaller than a dog, probably about the same size as a big cat. Not a big cat, I mean like a big home cat at home, you know what I mean? Anyway, hopefully something else will pop up when I'm filming. It's all a bit creepy, this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not loving this at the moment. I do like being scared, but then there's a limit. I feel I've maybe reached my limit with this. This is like a proper murder shack, innit? This is like where you go to die in a horror film. Bear, shut up. Oh my god, what is that noise? Bear, shut up, sit down. Sit. I'm not gonna lie. It's taking me everything I've got inside to go up these stairs. Oh, Bear. What is it, Bear? Oh my God, he never barks unless there's somebody here. So I wasn't hanging around at that place. Now, I class myself as a brave person. I like to think of myself as brave, but there's no way on earth I was staying there. Right, so I was supposed to be sleeping in my car there tonight, like down the track where it was. Absolutely no chance, because we got in the car, I gave Bear some food, he settled down to go and eat it, and then started going mad, barking at the window, looking up, and I have just literally put my foot down, got the fuck out of there, and I am going further away. I'm like, look, I know I don't wear grey t-shirts normally, but look at the sweat on me. I am sweating. I know that's where my backpack's been, but my back is wet through. I was scared. When does Bear go mad like that? The only time he barks is when somebody's there. I am not kidding you. I was so scared when he started barking. Fucking hell, fire. I've just seen something moving in my back windscreen. It's my back windscreen wiper. That scared me. I'm going. Right, I'll see you later before I die. It was scary, so I thought, you know what? Let's drive another 30 minutes and go to another explore that I got just down the road that I was going to do the next morning. But I thought, you know what? Let's just do it. So I went and did that, and that was this Tuesday video. Oh, look at this. How good is this? Now you will, listen. Yeah, there's some big cars and lorries driving past. But look at this. Souvenir of First Communion. Isabel. Can't see what that name is. Shields? Isabel Shields received her First Communion on January the 16th, 1935. Oh, look at these. I wonder if this is her sons. Look at them. Look at this little blue outfit. And I think they're both boys as well. Even though that looks like a little dress, I think they're actually both boys. Oh, maybe not. Because is that them? Do you reckon that's the same? Yeah, it is. Look at them tabs on that baby. And then look at them tabs on that girl. Now, once I'd done that, the road was that busy. You heard the lorries hurtling along that road. They were going about 1,000,000 miles an hour. I thought, right, I'm going to find somewhere else to park. And then, I don't know why, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought, let's just drive for another 30 minutes or something and go and park up somewhere on the way to Ullapool. And you know what? Even though I was exhausted, I'm so glad I did, because of the next morning. Right, so it is 3 o'clock in the morning. It's a 36-minute drive if I want to go straight through to the place where I want to be tomorrow. I was going to set off like in the morning, but for some reason I've decided I'm going to do it now at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've just done 2 explores, so I didn't finish doing them until like 2:30. So I thought, there's nothing on the roads, let's go a bit further up here. And I thought, oh, I'll just go up to that lock that's just before where we are, just before where we are now. But that didn't happen. I ended up just carrying on driving. So I'm going to drive for a little bit more. I want to go to sleep because I am tired, and I don't want to drive tired either, but I'm not that tired. But I want to find somewhere nice to sleep. I don't just want to sleep on this main road and be woken up every 5 minutes by a lorry. So we are literally in the middle of pine forests by the looks of things, heading up through the mountains shortly, and then on to Ullapool. And Ullapool and round there is beautiful. And I promise you, because I've let things slip a little bit because I've had so much going on, I haven't filmed enough for you over the last couple of days. So tomorrow, I promise you, I will do some filming round where I am, and I think you'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going. Can you see it? Can you see it watching us? It's there, look. Just a minute. There. Just need to So there's one there, and there's some on the other side of the road. Just a minute. Is he still there? I can see their eyes. Don't know where those ones have gone. There was loads of them. Loads of deer. That one's stranded there, look. I can't really show you very well. Oh, he's off, look. He's going. Right, better go, because I want him to go back to his mates. So I've still not found anywhere to sleep. We're coming up to a big lock, and I'm hoping to get somewhere near there. But there's nowhere really to stop. But yeah, there was 3 deer then, I think, at least 3. I saw at least 3. I saw their eyes whizzing across the road. I saw a wildcat earlier on as well, which I didn't manage to film, and then that pine marten I saw as well. So it's been quite a good night for bits of wildlife. Anyway, it says parking up here in 1/4 mile, but if it's right next to the road, I'm not doing it, because otherwise I'll be listening to cars in the morning. Right, so I finally found somewhere. Whether I'm going to get in trouble in the morning, I don't know, because I am parked at the entrance to a wind farm. However, I've left enough room next to me, I think, for everybody to get in, so we're all right. So I'm going to bed down, get some sleep. Not going to be very much at this rate. It's 3:20. And then we'll see what time we wake up in the morning. If it's 9, that'll be fine. If I can manage to get to 9 o'clock, I'll be fine. That'll be enough sleep. But Bear looks like he needs some sleep, to be fair. He looks a little tired boy. He's just staring. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, I've got a bit of an issue because neither of my phones are fully charged. That's on 17%. This is on about 25. So I need to seriously get them charged up tomorrow. Right, I'm going to sleep. I'll see you hopefully after 9 o'clock. Right, so it's 8:15 in the morning. I've just been woken up, not by someone knocking on the window, but by a car whizzing past. And I'm guessing it's one of the workers. But you want to see where I am. This is unbelievable. What a place I've parked. I'll just wait for these people to disappear through this gate. They're up there. Hoping I'm not going to get in trouble. But I'll show you just a minute. Right, seriously. Look at this. This is where I've woken up this morning. Now last night it was pitch black, so there was no way I could see where I was. Wow, amazing. Right, that's where I stayed the night, and yes, the engine's running, but that's because 1, nobody's going to pinch it, and 2, I just need things to be charging up. So me and Bear are heading down to the water. It's beautifully warm. Bear, don't drink that. It's disgusting. It's brown, mate. You can't be drinking that. It's got iron in it or something. Right, gonna head down to the water and probably have a bit of a swim. Right, made my way down to the water. Gonna have a wash down here. Bear's having a drink. And it is beautiful. You've got to be careful in things like this though, because there is currents underneath and I don't want to get dragged under and disappear, never be seen again. I'm also not sure what it's like underfoot, so I'm going to be a wimp and leave my shoes on because I think it's going to be quite sharp rocks. So I'll show you where I am. Whoa, that's muddy and slippy. Jesus Christ, I almost went then. Seriously though, how good is this? This is the place I get to have a wash. Now I am worried because round this corner I can see the water moving and I think it's getting pulled into this place. So I don't want to get, I'm going to say I don't want to get sucked off. I didn't mean it like that. Let's climb on here and have a look. Yeah, the water is all flowing into here. Let me try and show you. So you can see it flowing, look. If you look round there, it's all going into this. Which is, I'm guessing, because it's a dam, maybe for drinking water. But beautiful, this. Bear's having a good time as well. Although he needs to stop just paddling, he needs to go for an actual swim Little weird boy. Right, we're heading off to Ullapool. We have left the dam behind. And look at the hills around here and the mountains, absolutely wonderful. I have always said that I want to climb one of these, but whether I actually ever will do, I don't know. It's having the time and stuff. I suppose I could do it today, but I've got other things to do. But yeah, amazing place, amazing. Now we've got about 12 miles till what I'm classing as the final destination before we turn around and go back home. So, not too far now. And I think I've done pretty well. It's almost been a week, and I have covered some distance, to be fair. I wish I'd tracked how far I'd done. I wish I'd done like a mile thing to work out how far I'd come, but I forgot to do it because I'm just not organised at all. But yeah, we're on the final run in now. Right, just stopped a second. Right, that is where we're going. That little white bit there, that's Ullapool. But it's just so beautiful. Like, yeah, there's cars about and stuff, but just look where we are. It's just wonderful. If you get chance to come up to Scotland, 1, do the NC 500. 2, come over, make sure you come over to Ullapool and round here. It is lovely. Now, I'm an East Coast boy. I prefer the East Coast, and this is the West Coast. But I still can see how amazing this place is. It is so, so good. So yeah, if you get the opportunity, come. Definitely come. Like, mountains that direction, all the way around to the sea over there. I swear I should work for Scottish Tourist Board. Right, so I am here in Ullapool now. Bear is in the car over there, and don't worry, it is really warm, but he's got water, the windows are open, and he's soaking wet through from being in the water earlier on. I'm just going to quickly munch down on this while I'm sat just here, which for me is like the most amazing thing. I love a bit of smoked salmon, I love a Scotch egg, and you've got to love a ginger slice. Right, just to give you an idea why I actually came here in the first place. So, there's an island called Grunard Island, or Anthrax Island as it's known. And the reason for that is because they did some testing of anthrax bombs back in the 1940s and 50s. Nasty stuff, absolutely horrendous. Wouldn't be allowed today, but they did it on an island out there. Now, I came up thinking I wouldn't be able to get on the island because I had a quote before I came, and it was £1,500 to take me to the island and then come and pick me up. Now, I just had a chat with this lady, got a card, and they will do it for a lot less money. However, it's still more money than I've got. You're talking, rather than £1,500, you're talking £220, which is doable, but not this trip. However, it means now I've got a contact. I can look at doing something like that in the future, and we can sort it out from there. So fingers crossed, we've got a cracking video coming up. Might even do it with someone else. Like ask someone like Adam Mark to do it with me as well, or Andy if he's back. It'd be really good. Anyway, going back to the car and back to Bear. So I spent some time round in Ullapool, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to do an explore, but I'm not going to do it until tonight. It's the last one I've got to do, so I'll have a bit of a chill out day, go and do some nice things with Bear, and then do the live stream, and then go and explore. And I'm so glad I did. Such a wonderful day. Right, so we've left Ullapool, and we've just headed a little bit further north. And the reason for that is I'm heading with Bear to see if I get a good enough signal for a live stream down here tonight, because I'd like to watch the sunset go down with you all. The sunset go down, the sun go down, the sunset with you all. That makes sense. So it's beautiful over here. You may have seen a video here in the past where me and Freddie and Katie and Amy came here. Look at this. Beautiful round here. It's so nice. There's a little lighthouse at the end where we camped before, and I'm just going to go and see if I can get down to that and see what the internet's like down there. If it's good, I'll be doing a live stream there tonight. If it's not, then I won't. I'll just be doing it somewhere else probably. Now we're almost at the lighthouse. I can just see it peeking out down there. swear there's somewhere to park down here. Oh yeah, there is. There's a big space here, look. So park down here and head off down to the little lighthouse down there without driving down a big ditch. Jeez. There we go. And hopefully we'll get some good internet down there. We'll take Bear for a quick walk now though, just in case. Right, swim done. Dog swim done. Lighthouse next. Don't think you realise how warm it is today. It is so warm. Anyway, almost back at the car. Right, we're back at the car. I say it's not very far away, but we're gonna head down to Ullapool, get some dinner and a few supplies. Some sheep there. Get some supplies and possibly go off up into the hills. Bear's extremely happy with his water and we are heading out of here. I just love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. I've been here a few times and it just makes me so happy being back here. Yeah, we're gonna head along this little windy road out down to Ullapool, get some supplies and then get off out. I'm supposed to be doing a live stream tonight. God knows that I'm going to survive on batteries. So once I'd done the live stream, which was a nightmare, I'm not going to lie, that live stream was probably the worst live stream I've ever done because the signal was going, I was getting eaten by midges, it was just awful. So then I wasn't feeling down, I was just feeling in a mood I needed to look after myself. So I went and bought the biggest, fattest curry you have ever seen and it was beautiful. King prawn jalfrezi and it was just so nice. Such a nice curry. I definitely recommend. I am going out without sleep far too much. That was another thing actually. I don't think I went to sleep before 3 a.m. every single day I was there. Every single night it was at least 3 a.m. before I went to sleep. So no wonder you guys were telling me to catch up on my rest. But anyway, amazing curry. If you're in Ullapool, get it. It's beaut. So then I went off after that to do the final explore. And I will say, all the explores that I did up there, I loved. I really enjoyed. There wasn't one that I was a bit like, meh, this is a bit rubbish. I loved every single one of them. And this one was probably the best. Oh, wow. Just a minute. So look at this wallpaper. You think, oh yeah, normal wallpaper. Look under the wallpaper. And it's newspaper. And it looks very old newspaper. Let's see if I can find any dates. Look at it. Move, dog. Bear, move. Move. Yeah, look. November 10th. 2 days after my birthday. 1915. Lance Corporal Towler. Mrs. Murphy, not from Ireland. Military style cloak. And then we've got Troro's Mayor. There's all sorts of good stuff on here. Oh, look as well. Captain Drowned. That's Unfortunate name. Oh, however, I don't know if I can get in here. You see, half the problem is this big weight that's dangling down here. Because if that gets knocked, that's what's gonna make this fall back down. But anyway, let's look in here. Look in here. Now, when I'd finished this explore, rather than go back to Ullapool, which I'd already sort of spent loads of time around, I thought I would go somewhere I'd never been, which is Ullapool. Now, Ullapool is just a bit further round from Ullapool, but it's in a bit of a spot that you can't get to. There's only one road in and one road out, and it's very remote. And I thought, I've never been there, or I've not been there probably since I was little, really little. So I'll go and check it out, and I'm so glad I did. Such a beautiful place to wake up, have a swim, just chill out. It was so nice. What I can see. Just stood at the side of the road watching us. And I don't think you understand how close that is, by the way. Looks like a demon. It's like a demon. That's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to try and get a good photo. Yeah, I tried to get a good photo, but they've just got demon eyes like they've got now. Anyway, good to see them. Let's go in to where I'm staying tonight, which is Ullapool. I don't know, I've never been to Ullapool. I have no idea what it's like down here. So I'm just heading off. It is like 2:30 in the morning. And I'm guessing it's the sea down there. Oh, wait. There's another one down there. That's what they were looking for a minute ago. There's another one there, look. See it? Oh, it's pulling its pants and it's off. There we go, look. Oh, there's loads of deer around here. That is, I don't think you understand how close that is. Like on camera it looks miles away. Up close, like in person, it's really, really close. It's like 3 car lengths away, that. Anyway, need to get gone. Now this is what I like about turning up in the middle of the night. Bear's going to get that rabbit if I'm not careful. Bear, there's rabbits everywhere, mate, and you can't see any of them. But yeah, this is what I like. I don't know what this is going to look like until the morning. So I could wake up and it could be absolutely beautiful. But we are next to a graveyard. There is literally a graveyard right there. And there's flies. Look at them all. Billions of them. So I'm going to get back in the car before they fill the car. But I need to get this numpty back first. Good morning and welcome to my final day. Absolutely covered in dirt. My final day up in Scotland before I head off home, and look where I am. This is where I woke up this morning after going out exploring last night. Now, I've just been reading. There's some really good history around here, and I just want to tell you. So we'll start off over there. That is Goat Island, and that is Horse Island. I know they look like they're the same island, but they're not. It's 2 different islands. And apparently there is gold from the Spanish Armada hidden somewhere on that island. Don't know how true that is, but that's what legend says. And this little cottage is really, really, really important. There was a woman called Katie who lived in that place there. And basically what happened was the Scottish Highlands had a load of clearances. If you've never heard of it, the Duke of Sutherland, who is from Dunrobin Castle, which is near where I'm from, decided he didn't want these people on the land. He just wanted sheep on the land because they were more profitable. So he just said, right, bugger off, go somewhere else, because we want your houses. So he either shoved them to places where they couldn't really live properly, like on the edges of cliffs and places where the crops wouldn't grow and things like that. So it really sort of forced them out, or he just made them leave. And that's why loads of Scots went over to Canada, America, Australia, I think maybe mainly Canada, and resettled. However, I went on an explore last night and I saw a thing about the Earl of Strafford, Lord of Strafford, I can't remember. Anyway, he owned this bit round here and he was a relative of the Earl of Sutherland. And basically they got wind round here that they were all going to be cleared off as well. And Ullapool is just round that corner. I've just seen the same ferry go across that I saw yesterday. Just a minute, I need to get Bear back. Bear, come here. So anyway, they got word that the soldiers were coming round to kick them all out of their houses. So the men who lived here all dressed up as women, and Katie went with them, and basically they just wandered along pretending they were women, and all of a sudden they jumped out on these guards, on these soldiers, beat them up, took all their clothes away and made them walk back to Ullapool naked, which didn't go down very well. So Katie got the main punishment, and she was told she wasn't allowed to live on the main part of the land. She had to leave. So she built that cottage over there. And yet she did have a house, but that flooded every year. Every single year it flooded, because obviously it's right next to the, he wants to kill those people. It's right next to the sea. So it was an awful place to live. However, they still kind of won, which was good. Anyway, bit of history for you. Me and Bear, when we got here last night, he was chasing rabbits round all over. Couldn't find any because he's thick, but he wants to kill the people on there now, which I'm not going to let him. Bear, come on, you're not killing the people. Right, I've just been doing a live stream. Look at it, it's brightened right up. It's beautiful, it's so warm. The sun is so warm, the sea is so clear. And I'm going in there in a second. Now, I was going to film it, but because I've been on that live for so long, my battery's like almost dead because I got nowhere to charge it last night. So I don't know whether I'm going to get to show you or not. If I do, it'll be happening now. And if I don't, then I'll just look stupid saying now. Right, so I just went to go and get some wash stuff so I can have a wash. Bear just walked up here with half a dead rabbit, just brought with him to chew. And he's just come and laid on there. He literally just hopped up here over that side and then jumped up there. And now he's just laid in the sun, looking across this. And there's another dog over there, and that is not like him to ignore another dog. He's just so chilled, so happy, chewing his rabbit leg. What a boy. I don't understand how lucky I am to be here. This is beautiful. Anyway, Bear, are we going back to the car or are you staying here? I don't know whether I trust you. Is it just to lull me into a false sense of security? I think it might be. I don't know. Anyway. Then it was time to head off home. Now, there was still some beautiful bits of nature yet to see, but it was just weighing me down that I had to go back all the way, 8.5 hours, back down through Scotland, through England and back home. And the feeling of going home was rubbish. Now, obviously, seeing my family, seeing the people I love was a bonus, but I knew I was getting back so late, I wasn't going to see them. I wasn't going to see them that day. In fact, I ended up filming a HelloFresh advert at 3 o'clock in the morning. People were like, why wasn't your partner there to make you a meal when you came home? It was 3 o'clock in the morning, man. So that's why. Right, so we're just heading out of here, and I just need to show you what's on this road. You'll not believe this. Right, look up there. There's not just one or two either, there's loads. Just a minute. Look at this. I can't even hold it properly because the position I'm sat in. There we go, look. How good is that? That's better. Look at this. I'm just jumping over those fences like they're nothing. That's so good. Bear, you can't eat them, mate. You can't eat them. Yeah, there were about, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them then. And they were all just stood on this road as I came up. All just stood on here. And then they've all legged it up there now. I wonder if they're the same ones we saw last night, because that was on this road. Just come round the back of this farm, there's 2 farmers stood there. And all the deer up there, look. All making their way up that hill. That's so good. Right, let's get out of here and head off. Right, so I've just got changed into some normal clothes, not just FindersBeepers like tatty stuff, because it's all been through the wash 18,000 times. Look where I am. I just got naked here, and there's literally camper vans and cars and all sorts coming past, and I just thought, you know what, sod it. I'm getting naked and getting some fresh clothes on, but there was nobody saw me, thank God. I don't think they did anyway. Look at this over here though. Look at this view. How amazing is this? Absolutely wonderful round here. Sorry, you've got to put with my car noise. Look at him. Look at him in the devastation with all the mess in there. Listening to TikTok by the sounds of things. But yeah, heading out anyway, going back south now. And I'll let you know if there's anything else worth seeing. The thing is, I drove down here last night. It was pitch black. I didn't even realise what I was driving through. It's so beautiful. Imagine living round here as well. It'd be absolutely crazy. Like when it snows in winter, you're stuck. You are not going anywhere. So we've got 18 miles to get back over to Ullapool. I'm sure it were only, 15 from the turn off, and we weren't quite in Ullapool. But look at this. Look at this. Just can't beat that. What a view. Almost as nice as this view, with my pretty face. Anyway, I'll see you when I stop next. Unless I see something good, like I just have. Journey back down was abysmal. It was horrendous, and there was only one thing that happened that was a bit like, wow, that's weird. Right, so I'm on my way back down, and I just put Tesco into the sat nav, and I just went to a random Tesco. I don't know what's happening with that hair in my beard. I've got curry sauce in my beard from Chippy as well. But anyway, just went to a random Tesco wasn't really thinking about where I was, and then I realised this is the Tesco where I was stranded for ages at a place called Lesmahogo, I don't know what it's called. But when we did the trip, me and Andy, from the 300 miles without any money trip, I was here. So I've just landed at the random Tesco, and I've already been here before. That's so strange. Dropped me off. I have actually no idea where I am. I'm going to work it out in a minute. So we are not far from the M74. I'm just going to pop in Tesco and have a quick wee. Right, just want to say a massive thank you to the ladies in the Tesco petrol station and the other lady that came in that gave me a cup of tea. I was really appreciated. It's warmed me up because it's really cold stood here at Lesmahogo, however you say it. So, I'm done. That was everything. It was all finished, and I hope you've enjoyed all the videos from Scotland. I've loved making them, I've loved editing them, and I've loved watching them back with you, which normally when I'm doing an exploring video, it's like a bit of a chore sometimes to do the editing, and even to watch it back sometimes it's like, because I've watched it a million times while I've edited it. These, I've genuinely enjoyed watching them back with you because I wanted to share that experience with you. Now, I should have filmed when I went to Devon and Cornwall, because I went a couple of weeks later to Devon and Cornwall and never ever filmed it, and I wish I had. So I've just booked a flight to go somewhere that isn't the UK, and I'm going to do another video. I'm going to try and remember to film everything and put everything in for you though, because I've made a right bodge job of this one, I really have, but it is what it is. You get to see stuff you wouldn't normally see. So there we go. However, I wasn't going to tell you where I was going until I was on my way. But I will tell you, I'm going from Liverpool Airport to